All right, graphically adding vectors by Coach F, the Sword Master. So what we want to do is we want to put a coordinate system on our graph paper, north, south, east, west. And we're asked to add the vectors a and b. So what does a plus b equals? Well, first we have to pick a scale. And we're going to say 1 square on our graph paper equals 10n, or 10 newtons. So once we have that scale, take a straight edge, and with a pencil draw 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Doesn't matter if you use the ruler markings. Now you have A laid out. Now we're going to lay out B. B is 30 newtons north. 1, 2, 3 squares, and that'll be vector B. Now, when you want to find the resultant vector here, what you have to do is go from the tail of the first vector, and then you're going to draw a line to the tip of the last vector, which in this case is B. So get your straight edge, and it doesn't matter. It could even be the straight side of a piece of paper. And you're going to lay that down between the two and draw a pencil line. Now, when you get to the end of this mark, notice I'm using the other side of the ruler there. I want to use the ruler and I want to mark it, that distance. Now I need to figure out, using my scale, what that distance means. So take that length, lay it down on your grid squares, and draw a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5. So I need to figure out what this almost 5 is. So if you think about it, look at the far left side of this, and we're going to mark these with little lines. So the beginning, so what is the length of this line? So the beginning on the far left is basically 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5. So look at that, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5, so I'm thinking about 4.8 or 48. So I have 48 newtons for my resultant vector. So now I need to find the angle theta. I grab a protractor, I read it, and I go to 37. See the arrow there? So I'm thinking that that angle is 37 degrees. So I'll go ahead and write that next to the Greek letter there, which is the theta. It looks like a circle with a line through it. So 37 degrees. So I have 48 newtons at 37 degrees north of east. That is my answer. That's how you do it graphically. If you have more vectors, you just add all the components up, go from tail to tip. So just remember, when you add them, you go tail to tip, and keep doing it until you've put all them in a line. And then to find the resultant, go from the tail of the first vector to the tip of the last vector. There's a typo on the right.